Hello, and welcome to Calm Consumer. I have started this video series to take you along on my journey to become a Sim Drifter Pro. I'll show you everything, success and failure. I'll show you how I start on day one with which hardware and explain when I have my aha moment. I have 3 goals. Goal number 1, to drift the narrow roads without crashing and with lots of steering angle. Goal number 2, to master drift tandems on online servers. Goal number 3, to win a virtual drift event. The most difficult of all will be to win a virtual drift event. So, let's start without a lot of talking. At the moment, I'm just trying to get used to the setup with more practice. That takes a lot of time, of course. I'm also driving a 4-door this time, Mercedes-Benz 190E, a legendary sedan from the 90s. I'm getting very close to my first goal, aren't I? Actually, I have to hold the drifts longer and a bit more steering angle, then I've already reached my first goal, haven't I? I would like to clarify what the initial situation was. I've loved motorsport since I was a baby. There were little moments when I tried to drift with toy cars. That was my very first drifting experience. After that, the years went by, and I dedicated my free time to motorsport on consoles and PC. I used gamepads and keyboard. My father had bought a steering wheel, but it was of such poor quality that it broke after a short Formula One race. After a few years, I discovered some RC drifters on YouTube, and my RC drift hobby was born. The RC drifting hobby came with many problems. Firstly, I had to drive to a specific location. Secondly, there were certain opening hours of the drift hall. Thirdly, repairing, setting up and traveling took an enormous amount of time. I had made relatively good progress, but these 3 problems were too much for me. Then I discovered some pro sim drifters on social media. I was immediately impressed by the way they drifted. They also used sim drift setup, so steering wheel, pedals, and handbrake. I was so impressed that I decided to buy a steering wheel too. It was a second-hand Logitech G920. It was the predecessor of the G923. So, I start drifting with G920 on the game Forza Motorsport 7. The result was bad. I couldn't even initiate a drift. Weeks and months went by. I became more and more frustrated and started to doubt myself. I wanted to give up. But then I thought, one last chance. If nothing happens after that, then I'll sell the steering wheel. But then, a small big bang. The long-awaited aha moment. I'm currently playing Car X Drift Racing Online. I was driving a 4-door Japanese sedan. I put a lot of time into the setup. That's why I was able to hold the drift a little longer with the Japanese sedan. I also learned that cars with a longer wheelbase are a bit easier to drift. Unfortunately, I didn't record the aha moment because I was very doubtful of myself at the time. But these are the actual recordings. I think it took a long time, but now I have a foundation I can build on. I'm definitely keeping the G920 because now I think it's time to train and practice more and more. By the way, feel free to write in the comments what I'm doing wrong. Because I have 3 goals. The first goal is to drift the narrow roads with a lot of steering angle. The second goal is to master the online tandems. And the third goal is to win a virtual drift event. And I'll take you with me on my journey to these goals. You can of course learn from my videos and avoid the mistakes I have made. That's the big benefit for you. That's the reason why you should subscribe to my channel. At the moment, I'm just trying to get used to the setup with more practice. That takes a lot of time, of course. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to show in this episode. I'll definitely keep my subscribers up to date. I'm looking forward to seeing what I can show you in the next episode. So, see you soon.